Hello Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on Friday the 24th of July. Big music things happening. You may have heard that UB40 is coming to Waipara, very cool, in January, and we will have some tickets to head there. Yes, you could win some tickets. As well as that, Burt Bacharach is heading to the shores of New Zealand in Auckland. There's one confirmed concert there. So hence a bit of a what's new pussycat happening. Rightio, Elvis will be coming to the Isaac Theatre Royal, or the voice of Elvis for one night. Yes, Andy Stankovic. He's based in Auckland, a beautiful voice indeed, a fantastic concert, and he's actually performed with the Jordanaires that used to back Elvis. But if you'd like to head along, we do have a double pass. You just need to go to our website, ctv.co.nz, and the details will be there on how you can enter. But very cool, a great night out, especially the Isaac Theatre Royal. Right, today, cheese rolls are happening around the studio and in the kitchen between myself and Jared McCulloch, both ex-Southlanders or Southlanders at heart. The big cook-off, the Southland cheese roll. Who's got the best recipe? And the wonderful Gordon will be the decider on that. Rightio, Shrinking Violet. Yes, Shrinking Violet. Laura caught up with me, and today we're talking about excess skin. That's right, she's lost all this weight, so what's going to happen with it? We find out. She's on a bit of a journey. And Alex from Tech Bikes, it's a local company that are bringing the bike and also the motor together for you. Sound interesting? I'm sure it will, and Alex will enlighten us about that. But first up, this weekend, it's always big down there, but this weekend is no exception, the Christchurch Casino.
All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited, but it was an easy call.
And another wonderful Friday with Donna. How are we doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Always
How's
good
the
on
casino
Friday.
at the moment? Really good?
Good, yep. Yeah, it's nice.
Busy?
It is, yeah. We've had lots of people in for last night for the Jason's wine tasting dinner.
How did that go?
Oh, really, really well. Everybody had a great time, and now they're asking us when we're going to do it again.
That's always a good
so
sign,
when the
isn't
next
it?
one's coming, yeah, so it is. So, yeah.
There's always
really
something
good.
happening down there. Remembering the websites, the christchurchcasino.co.nz, that really is the hub to come to find exactly what's going on down there.
Yes.
And how's the jackpot? Has someone won it yet?
No.
What?
Not yet, but it's now at $250,000.
That is sensational.
So, as you said before, it is definitely at a life-changing point now.
It really is, isn't
we
it?
pay my mortgage.
Yeah. But seriously, all jokes aside, that is a substantial amount of money. And it is tax-free, so you do get the quarter
That's
mil.
right. You only pay tax on the interest once you put it in the bank.
Rightio, well, you better spend it then if we put it in the bank then. And to win it, you just need to be there on the Wednesday, though. That's the only key.
That's right.
You have to be there.
You have to be there. You have to be a Players Club member, and you have to be there if your number is drawn out at 9 o'clock, or if we don't have any success at 9, we try again at 10.
Rightio. Friday nights down at the Christchurch Casino, though, you have the armbands where you can win.
Yes,
Not
we do.
$250,000,
No,
but still
we have up to $12,000 to give away on a Friday night, so you can win that from coming in from 5 o'clock. Receive a free wristband. These draws are free to enter. You just get a wristband when you enter. The little tab off the wristband goes in the barrel. They draw them hourly from 6 to 11. 2 people get drawn every hour, and if you're a member, you win $1,000. If you're a non-member, you win $500. So if you're coming in on a Friday or any time really, it pays to join the Players Club.
Yeah, that's right. And you get updates as well, what's coming up, and that, and get first in, first served, really, isn't it? Best dressed. The All Blacks are playing tomorrow in South Africa, or Sunday morning, and you'll be airing it at Monza, because of course, Christchurch Casino in the weekend, 24
That's
hours.
right. We'll have
you're
it
open.
live. That's right. We will definitely have it live up in Monza and up on the big screen on the main gaming floor as well.
And it's at 2:30 in the morning, I think.
I think coverage starts at 2:30.
2:30.
Kick-off's probably around 3, something like
that.
So
pretty cool indeed.
Yeah.
So you can have a maybe early start to your day.
there is. There's always people around, so there's always a great atmosphere for some of those early morning games. So rather than perhaps getting up in the wee small hours at home by yourself and watching it.
Yeah, exactly. You can go there, the comforts of there. Or if your night's already out, you could keep on going, couldn't you, really, just quietly. Naked Magician tickets, fantastic. Naked Magician, I mean, this is, but we've been having a few, giggles about it.
Yes.
But they literally are magicians.
They are.
But they will be naked.
They will. They will have very scantily clad, I would say, but tastefully so.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing will taste well. And we've got some tickets, thanks to the Christchurch Casino, to give away for Friday and Saturday night, which is just wonderful. So to enter that, though, you need to go through to our website, ctv.co.nz, and you could be a lucky winner to head along. We need these events, though.
Yeah. So just to
Read out.
Andrew, that's Thursday and Friday.
Oh,
so
Thursday, Friday, my
Thursday, Friday.
apologies.
So it's Thursday the
Second
13th
hand.
and Friday the 14th. And Thursday, we've opened the venue up to R18 for that
okay.
night as well. So.
Rightio. So correction, my apologies. Thursday and Friday. It's R18 on the Thursday, R20 on the Friday.
That's
okay.
right.
Thank you for that. Thanks for correcting me on that. And the tickets are $40. Is that right?
$40, that's right. Yep.
Too easy. But you can make it a whole evening. I mean, I
can.
think there's probably a few hens nights coming up.
Yes.
It's quite a good way to start the old hens night, wouldn't it?
That's good. Look, we've had quite a few group bookings already. So you know, people, groups of 6 or 10 that want to make a night of it. You know, not necessarily all just women either, I must say.
No.
It's popular across all demographics because it is a show. It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just about them being naked. They actually do perform some quite clever magic.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. And for any information on this, simply go through to the Christchurch Casino website, christchurchcasino.co.nz. It's all there, lots to do. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.
And remember, the casino is definitely a place to go if you're looking for somewhere wonderful and safe and a great environment and awesome food. Nevertheless, rightio, stay with me because after the break, we meet Alex from Tech Bikes. Yes, get your motor rolling, literally. I'm joined now, Alex from Tech Bikes. Exciting times. Alex, welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you.
Embracing the bike, but you're zhushing it a bit.
That's right.
Help us in every day.
Yep.
So where did the Tech Bikes, where was it born? How did it come?
For me, what happened is I love cycling. I commute to work on a bike just about every day. And a few years ago, I had surgery and I couldn't ride my bike. And it was driving me mental. And I said, what can I do? You know, how can I get back on the bike? Yeah. So I converted my own bike over to electric power. And suddenly,
as you do?
Yeah, yeah. And suddenly it was like a light turned on. I got on that bike and I found I could travel faster, I could travel further. I didn't have to worry about the wind or hills or anything. It was amazing. And I thought to myself, you know, where can I get one of these? And really, there was a few outlets doing them, maybe not very good ones or a very specific type. So I decided I'd start my own company and we do all sorts. We can do custom ones, we can do, you know, quality European models, we can do entry-level models, you know, and people can come in and try them out. And that was what was really missing from the market in New Zealand and especially in Canterbury.
Because you need that buy-in from people, don't you? They might hear about it and you know, you might give them specs on how it is and how it's all going to come together, but you do need to have a bit of a try, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Fit your lifestyle.
Exactly, and it's very hard to convey just how awesome it is riding one.
Yeah.
In words, you know, to people.
Well, let's talk about bikes though, because in Europe, and I mean, I spent a bit of time there, and I'm sure you are well over there. They embrace the
Absolutely,
bikes.
they really do. They love them. And that's where I think Canterbury should aspire to be. We're the perfect city for it. Used to be known as Cyclopolis.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, yes. And we've almost lost that a little bit. But now the council's putting in cycleways everywhere. It's becoming much safer for people. So it's time to get back on your bike.
Well, on your bike, literally, and we've got some images that we're going to put up on screen of some of the sample. But there we go. There goes the. So they're not unsightly. I think people have got in their head that if you have an electric bike, that it's going to be this huge thing attached to your bike, don't they?
And even a couple of years ago, that's what they were. In the last couple of years, they've gotten much smaller. What you can see here is the motor itself. It almost doesn't peek out from behind the chainring. So if you look at it from the other side, you can barely see it at all. There you go.
You can't.
No, exactly. And that one, we've actually taken a standard bike and fitted the motor to it. So if you've got a bike that maybe you don't use or you like the feel of it and you just want to travel further or maybe a bit faster, then this is a great option for people.
That is very cool. I mean, I'm thinking like, it's really trendy. It has been for a little while, but I think it's coming back again. The old fixie bikes.
Yes.
Which are cool. They're very cool indeed. But you could add that on as well. I mean, this is it. You can actually customise our own bike. I think is quite unique, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And we can even get a custom frame made up for people if they want to go to that extent.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were talking before because as we talked about traffic, that it's just diabolical now. You're being stuck in traffic, especially coming out from outside of town. But surely this must be a fantastic option. You bus to a certain point through the motorway, hop on your tech bike.
That's right. And even, depending on how far out you are, maybe you can even drop the bus completely because you can travel. Most people will travel between 25 or 40 kilometres an hour on their e-bike.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not for a lazy person, is it? Why do you think there's that stigma?
I think in New Zealand it's similar to people's attitude to electric cars. There's a bit of resistance to it because it's quite new, and the idea for a lot of keen cyclists is, if you're putting a motor on there, then it's taking the exercise aspect out of it.
Right.
But actually what we find is it gets people back on their bikes when maybe they wouldn't have been riding them otherwise. So it's got to be better than travelling in a car.
Exactly.
For sure. And if it gets you out there, then you can get as much exercise as you want. Maybe you have the motor on a low assistance level or you have it turned off. And then when you're finished exercising, you've got the option of turning the motor on.
And that's the beauty, I think, Alex, to make it very clear, you have the option of going between both.
Yes, that's right.
I think that is the beauty of it as well. You're located at the Barrington Mall, so we can come down and you, have a chat.
Try one out.
And try one out.
We can find out exactly what you're after and we can find a solution for you.
Do you know what I'm thinking this is? You know that your dad's in the 40s or 50s, they've got everything. What a cool gift.
Oh, absolutely.
How awesome would that be to get a custom-made bike, the colour he likes and the way he likes? That would be just amazing. You've got a great website. It's techbikes.nz. That's techbikes.nz. There we go there. And the Barrington Mall. Thanks so much for that, Alex. Very cool indeed. I think you're going to start quite a trend, my friend. Just go down and have a chat with Alex and the team. It's simple as that. Rightio. After the break, we are doing cheese rolls, but now, no pun intended, we're talking about excess skin. That's right. The beautiful Elora Shrinking Violet. What is she going to do now that she's lost all of this weight? Well, joining me now is the Shrinking Violet, Elora. And how many kgs have you lost?
55 now.
55. So something has to give, and that's the skin.
It is. So the skin is definitely given, and it's not really going back. It is just a reality of the weight loss, having extra skin, especially when you lose a huge amount like I have. Some women even get it at 30 kilos lost.
It's incredible, and we've got some images, and I think you're such a brave soul, but pictures speak volumes, and there we are. So that's the before and after. Can you believe that is you?
It's crazy. It really it blows my mind every time I see them. I mean, obviously I notice the skin, but I pretty much have grown to look past that now, and yeah, it's really exciting and it makes me feel awesome.
And coming up in August, though, you are heading over to the States to actually have that removed.
Going under the knife, yes.
But we'll talk about it for, another time. But the excess skin, that is a valid point. You lose all this weight, so what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, it is really hard, and I do get messages from people quite often who are really struggling to come to terms with it. A lot of people do, get down by their skin because they've gone through this massive effort to lose a huge amount of weight and think that they're, finally going to feel comfortable in themselves, and then they have a lot of extra skin to deal with. So it is really, really hard for most people. I kind of, at the moment, while it is hard for me, the removal of it is more for medical reasons, just because, it gets to the point where I have to tuck it into my stockings, it gets in the way of me exercising, and other little kind of skin problems that I get as a result. But other than that, I kind of almost wear it like a badge of honour. It did take a long time to get used to it, and I have had a lot of extra skin for, close on a year now after having lost all the weight. So it is really hard for people, but you kind of just have to be like, hey, you know what? I've lost this weight, this is what I get for it, and it's not necessarily a negative thing, but surgery is always an option.
you're the exception. You have embraced yourself, you're confident, you know who you are. But how about those girls out there, and guys, 'cause it's not just about the girls, who are actually embarrassed of their body, especially when they're potentially meeting a new partner or boyfriend?
It is really hard because I met my boyfriend while I had all the excess skin. I mean, we live together now, and it took me a long time to be comfortable in front of him. And even though he would ask to look at it, I wouldn't let him. And it took a long time. A lot of what some women do and some men will wear what you call Spanx under your clothes. It does hold it in, it does smooth it out, but obviously when you take off your clothes it is a different story.
It's a whole Bridget Jones moment, isn't it, really?
Exactly.
Hello, mummy. Yeah.
Really, really hard. And it is really, really sad because it does affect a lot of people's mental health. It is a huge problem and there should be more funding for it. One thing that can help when you are losing the weight obviously is to go slowly. People who've had surgery to lose the weight, it is a lot harder for them because they don't have an option at the pace that they lose their weight. So it really does depend on your skin if you're going to get it or not. I have watched someone who had a gastric sleeve and lost 80 kilos who doesn't have 1 ounce of the skin that I have on my arms or thighs. She has it on her stomach but nowhere else, and it just goes to show it's what kind of skin you have. I've lost 55 kilos over just under 2 years, and my skin is pretty bad compared to most people's. So I have really soft skin, that's just my skin. Tips for helping to keep it at bay and improve it: it's not going to get rid of it. Time is the only thing that will make it shrink back, but other than that, making sure that you lift weights at the gym, because building muscle reduces the appearance. It doesn't necessarily make it go away, but the more muscle you have, the tighter your skin is going to get to you, and will reduce the appearance, as well as regular exfoliation with gloves and mitts.
Okay, I'm going to be the killjoy here. Should it be government funded?
Yes.
Why?
I went through the whole process of trying to get it funded, and it was very, very controversial. It was the only time there had ever been any negative comments on my journey from people. I was quoted saying a word that I probably shouldn't, because I said, I believe I deserve, or something like that. Not even deserve, it might have been another word that people didn't like, and it was written in not a very nice way, quoted, but that's life at the end of the day. And I do believe it is something that should be offered for funding. A lot of women especially suffer huge mental problems as a result, just with coming to terms with it. People like me, I have an ongoing staph infection under my apron as a result of excess skin, because it's a whole fold in front of my body.
Yeah.
Things like that. I think when you've gone through a massive amount of weight loss, I found when I was there and talking to the plastic surgeon, he told me that I was the perfect candidate for it, but because I had nothing else wrong with me, as in I was entirely healthy except for the small skin infection, which to me isn't obviously small, and I'm still costing the taxpayer with the creams and things that I need for it. He said because I didn't have anything wrong with me, I didn't have type 2 diabetes, I didn't get the gastric sleeve to remove the skin, they couldn't do it, and I was denied funding.
Okay, well, we will continue it next time you're with us, because we're talking about the journey to remove the excesses. Thanks so much, Laura. Well, she would not approve of the cheese rolls we're about to consume in the next part. She would not at all. But the crew will later on. It is a big cook-off. The Southern cheese roll. Who has the best recipe? Jared McCulloch or me? Oh my God, they're looking flat and sad, mine. But anyway, we'll see you soon. Rock and roll with your cheese roll. I'm joined by Jared McCulloch.
Hello.
Say it.
What? Jared McCulloch, CTV News. Is that what you're after? How did I just pick up on that? That's great.
I think it was pretty open, love. Okay, so we teased last time you were on about the Southern cheese roll and how people just do not get it right.
That's right.
And we had a bit of a challenge set.
Yes, I didn't even think this was going to happen. Now look where we've got to. I've been up all morning.
And I'm sorry. So we've got Jared's. They are big boys.
They are big.
Seriously, they are big
They are.
boys. And you've left your crust on?
Yeah, I have. Well, because everyone keeps asking me, is it 2 bits of bread wrapped around? But it's not. I've just got specialty bread where it's cut long ways. So you get a bigger roll.
Specialty bread.
Yeah, specialty bread. Yeah.
Jeez, okay,
yeah,
rightio.
Gotcha. Standard.
And normally for me, I put them under the grill in the oven.
Yes, I did the same too. Yes.
Yeah.
So
definitely. The roll stays as a roll.
Absolutely, because it can get.
You know where I'm
soft
going with
inside.
this, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't have an oven here at CTV, and that's okay. So I had to bring in the press grill, and mine do look a little bit like roadkill.
No, they don't. No.
To be fair.
No, it doesn't.
There's not a lot of roll in there.
Oh,
But
it's there.
But I have been assured, because I have the most amazing camera operators who say it's all about the taste, Andrew, so don't you worry about it. So thank you, lovely Seb and George.
That's nice. I just like how you put a bit of decoration in it too, like a little, A-frame.
We can't see the butter, but butter is an essential part to spread on top.
No, it is, yeah. As soon as it comes out when it's hot, you just put so much of it on. You just have to. It's just one of those things. It's nothing. If you're wanting something healthy, this is not it. This is the wrong place completely.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's definitely it's just full of salty, fatty butter and
Oh, good one, Jared. You're really killing it now, aren't you? But the butter, I was just going to say, the butter I've used on mine.
Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Now I've got specialty bread. What's the butter you got?
It's actually from Oamaru. Is that the news way of saying? Not Oamaru, it's Oamaru.
Yeah, Oamaru.
From Whitestone Company, who make the Whitestone cheeses.
Oh, there we go.
So they make their own butter. And on the back...
I'm glad I put some of that on mine then, yeah.
Oh, you cheeky monkey. And on the back of the wrapper, right, you actually have the name of the person that made your butter. So Jono made our butter.
Jono. Well, I tried one and Jono...
So there's any foreign bodies in it.
Yeah.
I know who put it in there, Jono. So there we go. Rightio. So all jokes aside, we do have to have a decider. And thank goodness for our beautiful Gordon, who has had the task of sampling both.
I'm really nervous. I've been nervous I didn't even sleep. That's how nervous I was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm real bad when it comes to things like this.
Real issues, love. I can give you a couple and you can take those. Rightio. So, Gordon, drum roll. And could you please tell us who the winner is?
Hello, this is the voice of God. I tried Andrea, I tried yours first.
Thank you.
And it was delicious.
Thank you.
However, I then went on to Jared's and it really was a party in my mouth.
Oh!
I'm going to have to give it to Jared there.
Oh, well done, Jared. I love it. And you, my love, get the blue ribbon. Put down there. You can wear that all day, lovely.
I'll take this out on stories all day and everyone will be like, what's this? Oh, I can make cheese rolls really, really good. I'm like, what? What's this? What? Okay.
That's gorgeous. Did you ever enter into, because in Southland we have the winter show.
Yes.
The winter show, and you can actually cook and do recipes, right?
You can.
And I have entered myself. Oh, George, did you? Oh, George mustn't. Okay. So, we had, I think I did Anzac biscuit and things like that.
Right.
Did you ever enter into the winter show?
No, I know people that have though, and I've been a part of just trying to help that, but I never did. No, not cheese rolls. Maybe I might have to now. I've got something to get on the water to go with this.
No pressure. Well, I hope someone eats mine. I've actually made a lot.
I'll try it.
You will? Go on and try it now. I dare to.
Oh, okay.
It's all about you.
Okay. No, don't be like that.
No, that's all right. Gordon. Anyway, rightio. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Keep eating. So you can smile.
No,
Okay, Jared, you can fake it, mate. You can fake it.
They're really nice.
On Monday, we have Nourish. Karen Deegan is here with more EFT experience and advice. And Saint Elisa, have a fantastic weekend. Go the All Blacks. And if you're making cheese rolls, Jared's recipe will be up online today. If you want it. I don't know if you want it. ctv.co.nz. Take care. See you later.